Here's what is happening this morning. President Obama heads to Pittsburgh today for the G20 Economic Summit. Security is very tight with massive protests expected. Officers are patrolling on horseback. Streets are blocked off and hundreds of police were brought in from other cities. Before leaving New York for Pittsburgh, President Obama is adding another first to his resume this morning. He is the first U.S. president to chair a session of the UN Security Council. CBS News senior White House correspondent Bill Plante is at UN headquarters out on First Avenue with the latest. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning to you, Russ. The president's campaign to get Iran to stop developing nuclear weapons or put more sanctions on it got a pretty cold shoulder from the president of Iran, but a nice boost from the president of Russia. Just days after President Obama canceled plans for U.S. missile deployments in Eastern Europe, Russian President Medvedev agreed for the first time that in some cases sanctions are inevitable. Iran's President Ahmadinejad began his address to the General Assembly last night with a promise.
Our nation is prepared to warmly shake all those hands which are honestly extended to us.
But he proceeded to criticize, without naming them, the nations which send troops to the Middle East and which try to keep down scientific progress, an apparent reference to Iran's nuclear program. The U.S. and several other delegations walked out.
They have never really wanted to engage seriously on this issue. I would be surprised if that changed.
But in an exclusive interview with Katie Couric, Ahmadinejad made clear that when he sits down to talk with Western powers, his nuclear program will not be on the table.
We have not actually changed our mind. Our nuclear file will be pursued in the IAEA.
And today, the president becomes the first American president to chair a session of the UN Security Council, expected to go on for a couple of hours, and the topic is the reduction of nuclear weapons. Russ?
Bill Plante at the UN here in New York.